Alright folks, welcome back to our little homestead in Autumn Woods. And we're out here again today in the woods. And we're going to pick on this little Charlie Brown Christmas tree right here, sort of what it looks like. But just a good tip that I learned about years and years ago. I guess you'd call it an old folk remedy or whatever like that, but we're out here in the woods, and in this COVID time, here in South Carolina we have a lot of pine trees, and this is just a little one. And the thing is, if you ever have a sore throat or have a cough, this little pine tree can be your best friend. And you might say, well, I didn't think pine trees were good for anything except pine cones, pollen, and pine straw. But the pine straw is the key. If you ever have a sore throat or cough, this pine needle is full of vitamins. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, what kind of vitamins are in it. But you can gather this pine needle. You could get probably, I'd say, about 3 cups of pine needles to probably 5 cups of water, and you bring it to a boil, the pine needles in the water, and you make pine needle tea, and it will soothe the cough and soothe your sore throat. So that's just one of the many tips that you can use or have, that y'all can have from, doing things outside in nature, which we love nature, and any nice day we're going to be outside in it. But pine needle tea, folks, pine needle tea, that's a good remedy for the sore throat and the cough. So stay tuned. Now we're going to pick a little bit so we can have it. So what we want to do is, we've got a young pine tree here. It doesn't have to be a young tree, but this is just what we have. And we want to try and get the green needles. The green needles, we don't care about the brown needles. The brown needles don't have anything to help us. I mean, it won't hurt if you get a few when you're picking, but we don't want to pick a bunch of brown needles. We want the nice green ones. So we want to get a few cups. And we want some of these nice tender ones that'll make good tea. And I'll tell you what else too. You make this pine needle tea and you visit my friends down at RWB Farms in Sumter and buy some of their honey and put some of that honey in that pine needle tea, you won't have to go to the doctor, folks. It'll fix you right up. So anyhow, like I said, pine needles, tea, a little bit of honey. Don't have to put the honey, but it'll probably make it a little bit sweeter, a little bit better. So just to add, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to give you medical advice, but this is a home remedy that can help you. Try it. But just so you know, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, so I'm not trying to give medical advice, but I'm trying to tell you what helps me and helps my family. So we've got some nice green needles here, and we're ready to make some tea, so stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back. Well, we're out of the woods and in the kitchen now, where we have steeped our pine needles. We did find a few interesting facts about the pine needle tea that we looked up, so I'll tell you about some of that stuff now. So this pine needle tea has 45 times more vitamin C than orange juice does. It also has high levels of vitamin A, which we know is good for our eyes. And I have bad eyes. This pine needle tea can improve our hair and skin regeneration. It makes it grow better. It's a big fancy word. And it improves our red blood cell production. We also know that this needle tea can be used as an expectorant for a cough and help relieve chest congestion. Don't use needles from cypress or yew trees as they are toxic. And down here, I don't know what a yew tree is. We do have cypress trees, but you don't want to get cypress, you just want to stick with pine needles. Alright, so don't boil it because it breaks down the vitamin C and releases terpenes that will cause the tea to be bitter. So let's let it steep for about 20 minutes or until the needles sink to the bottom of the pot. And then we'll strain the tea off the needles. You could leave the needles in there or you could strain it. We've strained it. And now we're going to do a taste test. But don't take my word for it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person or anything like that. Do your own research on it. It seems to be good for you. It's an old home remedy from the South. And let's try some and see how it tastes. So we've poured up our tea and we've got our friend Grace here that moved down here from up north. She's what we refer to as a Yankee. Anyway, we're going to try some of this tea. So let's have a taste. It tastes kind of like weak tea.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty mild. That's good.
It's mild. So earlier today, I made mention about our friends in Sumter at RWB Farms that have bees. And we have some of their honey here. And I'm going to take a little bit of this honey and put it in my tea and see how it... I mean, the tea tastes alright, but honey makes everything better. So you want some honey?
Yeah.
So just stir it up good because the tea is cooling off. And they've got good honey, folks. They got bees from Earhart, so it's good. And that's good. I think that honey makes it a little bit better.
I'm still trying to get mine to...
Yeah, it kind of didn't. I think it adds a little flavor. And you know honey's good for you, especially if you have a cough, so with the pine needle tea, it should be
the
super tea.
The taste of it actually reminds me of, I've got some cough gummies that are like lemon and honey. It's got a little bit of a taste like that.
It does have a little lemony taste with the honey. So do your own research on the pine needle tea. Add honey if you want to. Try it. Stick with us. We're gonna wrap this one up Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Like it if you like it. This was our experience with pine needle tea. In the comments below, we'd like to know about your experiences with pine needle tea. If you have a cough or if you just want to try some good homemade tea, try it, put it in the comments below because we're interested in what you have to say. Stay tuned with us, keep following us, liking our videos, subscribe to the channel if you like what you see, and God bless you, and we'll see you next time. So this is our pine needle tea experience, and I would like you to try it at home if you feel brave. If you have any comments, put them below. No. Pine needle tea is 4 or 5 more times vitamin C. So this pine needle tea has 4 or 5 times the vitamin C.
I'm sorry.
Alright, Copper's going to get in on it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this pine needle tea has 4 or 5 times. Alright, so this pine needle tea has 4 to 5 times the vitamin C, which is more than orange juice.
I need to stop. I'm sorry.